Hi, it's Zach from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got no book to read for you. Today, book of The Lion King for 1994. So let's get started. From the smallest ant to the largest elephant, every living thing has a place in the great circle of life. Mufasa place was king of the lion, was the queen, and their newborn cub, Simba, would one day take his father's place as the Lion King. But on this day, little Simba rests in the hands of the wise baboon who sparkled the cub with dust and welcomed the future king to the great circle of life. The elephant trumpet, the wildebeest cheered, and the giraffes stamped their hooves for joy. Mufasa's brother Scar did not attend the ceremony. He was not happy that Simba was next in line to rule the Pride Land. Scar had always wanted to be king himself. Time passed, and Simba grew. Early one morning, Mufasa took him to the top of Pride Rock. Simba looked. He said, "Everything the light touches is our kingdom." "Wow," the young lion said. Then he asked, "What about the shadowy place?" "That's beyond our border. You must never go there," Simba warned Mufasa. Later, Simba found Scar sunning on a rock. Simba proudly took his uncle. "Someday I'm going to rule the whole kingdom. Well, everything except the shadowy place. My father said I can't go there." "He absolutely right," Scar silently agreed. "An elephant graveyard is no place for a young prince. Only the bravest lion go there." As Scar knew, Simba would want to prove that he was brave, so he said nothing as Simba hurried off to find his friend Nita and asked her to explore the mysterious Shadowland with him. When the friend arrived at the Shadowland, they discovered an eerie place filled with elephant bones and spurts of steam. "It's so creepy," whispered Nita excitedly. "Come on," said Simba. "Let's check it out." Zizu, the king minister, had been looking for the cubs. When he caught up with them, he warned, "We are too far from the Pride Land. It is dangerous." But Simba only said, "I walk on the wild side. I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha. He he he." The strange laughter belonged to three heinous hyenas who seek out from an elephant skull. When Zizu told hyenas he was Mufasa's minister, they realized that Simba was the future king. "Look, boys, a king fit for a meal." One of the hyenas snickered. The hyena chased Simba and Nita until the cubs were trapped. Suddenly, a thunderous roar rattled rocks and bones. It was the roar of Mufasa, the Lion King. The frightened hyena ran away. That evening, Mufasa had a talk with Simba. "I was just trying to be brave like you, Princess Simba." Mufasa shook his head. "Being brave doesn't mean you look for trouble," he replied. Dad, Simba said suddenly, "We'll always be together, right?" Mufasa gazed up at the sparkling heaven. "The great kings of the past looked down on us from those stars," he said. "Whenever you feel alone, remember, those kings will always be there to guide you, and so will I." Scar was angry with the hyenas for letting Simba survive, but he made a bargain with them. If they helped him way to help make him king, they could have the run of the Pride Land. So Scar brought Simba to a vast gorge in the promise the cub a wonderful surprise. If he would wait on the certain rock, then Scar signaled the hyenas. The surprise turned out to be a Sampian herd of wild beasts, with the hyena urging the herd on. The earth trembled, and the dust choked the air as the wild beast headed straight for Simba. He sought safety in a tree, but the branch he was on bent under his weight. Suddenly, Simba felt Mufasa grab him and carry him to a rocky ledge. Then, through the thick, swirling dust, Simba saw his father disappear under the thundering herd. Later, Scar found Simba at the foot of a cliff, sobbing beside the lifeless body of his father. Scar convinced the young cub that it was his fault the Lion King had died. Simba did not know that it was Scar who had pushed Mufasa to his death. Then Scar advised Simba to run away and never return. Scar watched as Simba freed. Then he sent his hyenas to kill the cub, but the hyenas stopped when they reached a thorny thick. He had never survived, they reasoned, so they returned to Pride Rock and their new king, Scar. Scar told the Pride that there had been a terrible accident. Then he introduced the hyenas. As Scar took control of the Pride Land, Simba ran until he collapsed. Had it not been for the two curious creatures, Timothy the muskrat and Puma the fat friendly warthog, Simba would have surely died. Timothy and Puma took the cubs to their jungle home and taught him how to live by which mean no worry. They also taught Simba to eat all kinds of insects. Simba tried to put the past behind him, but on one clear night, the star reminded him of the old kings and his father Mufasa. One day, as a lioness chased Pumbaa, Simba rushed to protect his friend. The lioness flipped Simba on his back, just the way Nina used to. Nina, he cried. Simba, the lioness said, I thought you were dead. The friends embraced. Then Nina told Simba the sad story of Pride Land. Under the cruel king, Scar, the land had become barren, and the animals were starving. But Simba refused to return and take his place as Lion King. In his heart, he did not feel worthy. That night, wise old monkey found Simba alone. Who are you? Simba asked. The question is, who are you? Asked the monkey. I'm not sure anymore, Simba confessed. You are Mufasa boy, the baboon declared. He led Simba to a small pond and said, You see, he lives in you. As Simba stared, he saw his father's face in the water. Then he heard his father's voice. Then he looked up at the stars. Simba, look inside yourself, Mufasa commanded. You are my son and the only true king. You must take your place in the circle of life. So Simba set out to confront the false king. Finally, Pride Rock rose up out of a dry, empty plain. Hyenas was everywhere. I had come back to take my place as king, Simba announced to Scar. Step down, never, sneered Scar, forcing Simba to the edge of Pride Rock. Then he told Simba the truth. Here's the little secret. I killed your father. Too bad he isn't here to save you now. Simba's heart filled with rage. When he heard his uncle's word, he leaped on Scar, and the fight began. Simba's friends had followed him back to Pride Rock. Nina led the other lioness against the hyenas. Timothy and Puma joined the fray, and Hyena was soon defeated. Now Scar was wait, now Scar was on the edge of Pride Rock. He whimpered, "Please have pity on me." "Run away, Scar," said Simba. "Run away and never return." But when Simba turned his back, Scar attacked. Quickly as lightning, Simba used Nina's trick, flipped to send Scar flying over the cliff to his death. So Scar's evil reign ended, and Simba took his rightful place as the Lion King. In time, King Simba and Queen Nina had a cub of their own. From the smallest ant to the largest elephant, the beasts came from near and far to Pride Rock. There, the son of Simba rested in the hands of the wise baboon, who sparkled the cub with dust and welcomed the future king to the great circle of life, which never ends. So, that was The Lion King from 1994. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, have a groovy day with another video coming out real soon.